Good evening. This is Eric Kolodny with the Epiphany Trading Markets Wrap-Up for Monday, March 15th, the infamous Ides of March. That today finished ahead 17.5 points, closing at 10,642. The Nasdaq was down 5 at 2362. Masked actually a pretty good amount of weakness overall. Big cap tech was weaker. Apple was down 1%. Amazon was down 0.5%. Goldman Sachs was down. I mean, everything was well off their lows. Goldman traded down to, it's quite a bounce actually, down to 170, and it closed at 173.5. So, wasn't as bad as it could have been, but it certainly wasn't great either. So for tomorrow, you got to keep an eye on the euro. We're definitely entering a little pocket of nervousness now. So we shook it off today. That shows amazing resiliency. Probably continue to keep shaking things off tomorrow as well. But we're certainly getting into a situation, particularly with the light volume environment in a day of a Fed meeting, that could get volatile tomorrow afternoon depending exactly on what the Fed says. Some things to look at. CXG, Carl Xavier Gary closed near a high after rumors came out that's going to be bought out by CNX. STJ closed near a high after Boston Scientific announced that it halted the sale of implantable cardioverter defibrillators. It's obviously good for St. Jude's business. AMLN and ALKS closed near highs after receiving a positive complete response letter for exenatide from the FDA. WPI after the bell received FDA approval for generic Cardizem, got it right the first time. ATHN indicated its internal accounting review is now complete. MCHP boosted its earnings guidance. ICGN reported positive results for its ICA 105665 product in patients with photosensitive epilepsy. SINO closed near a high, that is SINO, and LTD announced a special dividend and a stock buyback. On the negative side, GKK closed near a low after issuing terrible earnings. MDVN had poor earnings, and they said they cannot measure operating expenses for the foreseeable future. MOV and HQS, as well as SQNM, all had poor earnings, and AMSC closed a new trend low. For the morning, CFSG, DSW, and FDS. After the bell tomorrow, DFS, FMCN, and KONG report. With that, I wish all of you a good night. Regular trading tomorrow.